Oh there, man. You've been squealing and thrashing around. Crazy. And now you're bleeding too? Again? Yeah, Kuno saw that. A nightmare about bitches. Kuno knows that shit. All the way straight.
It's not good. This sea in his dreams.
Now let's get this shit back on the road, yo. Just make sure...
You see a small metal door nested in...
Another part of Death Island.
The chances of there being important...
Kuno don't know how to pick this lock.
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs beneath...
Yeah, the console over there. Yeah, let's get...
Green paint flicks off the keys rattle like teeth. This key...
Old hardware from the big power box upstairs. Circuit bender shit. Try fucking with that one. It's red.
The lighting in the room turns on with a sizzle. The dial slides under the glass. Dark. The door comes screeching to a halt. Behind it, you see a hole in the concrete wall, where light shines in.
Fucking right. Kuno doesn't know, but Kuno...
A strange feeling looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea. Yes, cold and still. Oh fuck, yes. Go there in your head. No, we're not starting with that. Not now, not this time. In the still mirror of the bay, you see Martinez. Islets and posts, like stepping stones, lead. Perhaps there's someone there. Where it has always been. There's a rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab, only half covered by the crumbling roof. At the head of it, double embrasures, firing slits like two eyes. This is B triple prime on the island. A single-person mattress, modern.
Someone been hiding here like a bitch. Maybe jacking up.
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window. Quite old and grimy from years. The springs screech as you lean, trepidation. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape paint. A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the whirling in rags. The box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck of light catches your eye on the rooftop. Sunlight reflecting off the upstairs window.
Motherfucker, you see in the window or not? Kuno fucking knew it. This is a sniper's nest, right? Fucking assassin action. Kuno barely... Where? Right fucking on. Let's get a move on. We're out in the open here.
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans, then spits it out. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago. This man hates everything.
The what now? I can't hear you. I may have. Oh, fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie henchman. Can't even talk like a grown-up. I did. And you opened it. I should have burned that console down. Reactionary rock and roll music.
I told you not to play shitty rock.
Sad FM, huh? I always hated the fascists were right about... It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. It's a triangle.
Southeast Samaran made. Exotic. Must be defunct.
Whoa!
It was sent to us by our brothers in...
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it.
You heard me. It's good now.
He's right. Almost no one remembers there was a third metastasis.
They wouldn't like hearing their name in your mouth. Damn dog. Yes, I bet you've killed a lot of... Have you come to make me one of...
Fuck yeah, this is happening!
You are a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
The words, "I am an enemy commander," sound cold as iron.
And what rank would that be, dog? A big wheel of the 4th Regiment of the... It's out of bullets.
He steers on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound.
The future.
The present.
The present to be afraid and cold. Real music. Real brilliant.
Marching song. Forget about that for a moment. You need to address that remark first.
The job of a shitlicker. There you go. One in Grad. They sang Brave Children, favourites of history. And in Sinyao it was... some Samaran shit, I guess. How did it go? Something about shooting rabbits. I don't know. I can't remember. It doesn't...
No reply. Strangely, like a puppet on a string. There's something off. You feel it. You need to contextualize it for him first. Turn the key elsewhere. His gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels. The rifle's in a shabby state. Like a crutch that's on the butt. You see Vespertine writing, burnt into the wood. Try it.
This guy smoked a lot of people.
No response from the old man. The plastic cape around. The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a confession in time.
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross. Political, I am a deserter.
Wait! Like the fucking ancient army?
Yes, recruited from Jamrock in 07. Trained in the... I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the commune had fallen. Still...
51 minus 8 equals 43.
No. I was an resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E48. A nameless sound. 43 years and 10 months. It's not how a human being should live.
He nods, but he can now.
Hiding, fishing.
2 police officers step out of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria. Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, Patrol Officer Judith Minot, points where the officers go, leaving behind the writing, still smoldering. One day, it says, I will return to your...
Always waiting. For her to girl child revolution. They have you. The historic opportunity for a revolution.
What has he done? Perhaps a confession will lighten the load.
I just mourn. I was just 16 years old. 15 when I volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. And of courage, too. You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovian socioeconomics were fallible. For a second, I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism. A second is all it took for reaction to take hold. Petty bourgeois terror. It's the same thing. May the 13th, 08, 44 years ago. The horizon was black with coalition airships, the combined might of international capital. Huddled on the floor, the artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon.
A terrible shame, still within it. The lobes of his ears are red with it, the shame and smallness of what he became.
No. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland, in the bunkers there, like the weakest of the weak. About airships. I climbed out into hell. The landing was complete. The chain, they'd all drowned in the lower levels or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun at mouth, the mask of humanity fall from capital. And then you see it, as it strangles that the bourgeois are not human. I had to fight it. I could not stop anymore. It's not an island, what? It's a defensive, the congenitally deformed King Philip II. Coalition military called it Operation Death Blow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone. Iblis, the black-eyed.
Shaitan Ahura, the darkened one.
How does anyone survive?
Now hold on there.
You're insane and grotesque. Everyone steals. Vegetables, supplies. I've been throwing up blood since...
He does seem frail. Gaunt for his age. More like 75 than 65. Trouble putting on weight could mean cancer.
Kuno's dad has this shit. Wine belly. The cops can take care of this, right? Medicine shit. With, like, facilities.
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy guns. I have been running out of that stuff. There's nothing to look over. The triage is in, and it's black. Administer morphine. I have holes in my brain. Years missing. I don't even know what. Inferno? At least you know it. The traders of this city, it's disgusting.
Are they not heartbroken? How could they have moved on?
It was hard in the Thames. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for stragglers. What was it like? And others too. Some cordons of Revachol was still fight. At night, I used a dinghy. I only went after dark then, from bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. I don't want to. They're all traitors.
He does not want to see life moving on. People forget him.
So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms in there. Useless now. Sleeping. Some nights, ammo scrounging on others.
You feel the dots connecting. Little dots on the map he's walked across.
The propaganda bunker. They stored leaflets there. Broadcasting equipment. A lot of our boys did. I spent some winters there. Never liked it. Kept thinking of them. No.
The old man looks across the water.
You're with the RCM. The coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals. You're the RCM. You represent the moral. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have really...
Rene, the royalist on the coast, said.
Liberal reactionaries signed that instrument. Traitors who should have been burned alive. If the party had surrendered, then it would not be the party. Honor is a feudal atavism. My motive is clear. No, I am not a soldier. Trained in historical materialism.
The old man does not answer.
My pig asked you a question. Quit spazzing out and tell him about the...
Scientific communism. A commissaire politique.
He was like a cleric, a shepherd.
No, the opposite of that.
He nods slowly, then another tremor.
No, you're not. You're part of the meat shield. The human shield that surrounds the fascists.
The old man spits.
There's nothing serious in this world. It's a farce. What have I used it for?
Killing people?
It's a gun. I've used it.
You mean like...
There is no...
So he's continued killing. Go in straight. No. Be careful now. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
What did I just say?
What did I just tell you? Don't drop the ball now.
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it.
Oh, yes. That...
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the...
Exhaust him with proof. Pile it all. The gun. The murder. Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something else first.
Got nothing to say about that boomstick, huh? You...
Yes, it's a real gun. Not like that little... You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you...
Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen. He would have a good view of the tribunal from here. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
You didn't handle anything. None of those people mean anything to you.
You're getting diverted. Push the gun. Only the gun matters.
You let them all die. Pranced around. Let your little friend be shot too. I didn't get a good look at that. I know what it feels like. Who are you trying to prove this to, huh? Your friend? He's not here. The world will rejoice when...
Like a marionette. This pushed him, but not enough. Just a little more.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent.
He's practically admitted just one thing remains unclear. The rifle does not see.
Forget about your stupid fucking scope.
He lost it. He just doesn't know where it is. Forget it. Push on.
You're sad for your fascia brother, aren't you?
Almost. He almost burst out there. Keep piling arguments. Anything. Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind Classia's bedroom. You got it. Remember? The boot prints were like no modern soul.
Everything is brands with you individualists. Who cares what? Fucking imbecile.
The maker is called Sensory. These are not the unusual horizontal pattern souls you saw in the dust on the floor of the hidden room. They do, however, seem to be about the same size. Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
Racking those brains, are you? Desperate to report?
The kid gives you a quick sideway. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. He can't keep them from flickering. The old man stares at his own prints in the ash around the fire.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Dripping with blood. Beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. Got your attention. Now you stop.
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol. I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death. And that's nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white. Or what's left of it anyway. My last spring here. I knew the fact. And so...
Fucking hell.
Be very, very precise now. Don't make a splash. You can still mess it up.
Yes.
Now, a motive. You still need a motive. The confession alone isn't enough. He could say he was taking a fall for someone. Coax it out of him.
I'm always looking.
You always creeping on people through your...
A rifle scope.
And if you don't like what...
Click.
Yes.
He will not stop now. These dialectical... You got him going. Connect every little piece now. Start with when he first saw him. It will give him a chance to ramble.
"3 weeks ago. When the
Joyce. He means Joyce.
wrinkled up whore. Yes, old-fashioned. They moved into a deserted apartment above the roundabout.